Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I am back 3 days in a row, keeping it rolling. So, for today's adventure, we will be doing our daily quest, which is, I believe it's destroy 40 minions, which should be pretty easy to accomplish because, well, killing stuff is pretty much what you do in this game. So I'm thinking that shouldn't be too much of a challenge. In the interest of changing things up a little bit, because I know I've been playing the mage deck pretty heavily the past couple of days, I'm going to play a different deck just to keep things a little spicy. So let's go ahead and bust out the Druid. He's usually pretty effective, and that'll give you guys something new to look at. And then, if it turns out that I do end up getting enough gold out of this, I may take another crack at the arena, just because I'm really trying to make some progress there. And it seems like every time I build an arena deck, I get a little closer to building an effective one. So I'm trying to make use of my knowledge that I'm gaining with each attempt and continue to build decks while all that stuff is fresh in my mind. Alright, it's a pretty good initial draw. Pretty pleased with that. Let's see what we can make happen. So this kind of plays into my normal philosophy, which is, you know, get as many minions out and kill as many enemy minions as possible. Here, let's just blow his mind real quick.
Tadingo!
Yes.
He's probably thinking, what? Alright. Cool.
It's time for a little blood.
So 3 damage on that minion. Yeah, let's take him out.
Man!
Now he probably will take out my taunter, but that's okay because I'd rather get his minion off the board.
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so nothing to it but to do it.
Who you want me, kid?
For the wild. Job done.
It's always interesting when you get these same class versus itself games. I've been getting quite a few of these lately. It's always kind of interesting to see how things play out. Well, given these options,
I wonder.
Tadingo! Yes!
let's raise that. I did consider for a moment playing the mana card and taking out the Witch Doctor with my attack, but I actually would have taken damage on my hero, or at least lost all my armor on my hero doing that, and I didn't feel it was the best use of that.
Where shall I strike?
I'm actually going to take the charge on this one, knowing that I have another one in the wings, just so I can take him out. And do some damage. And maybe I will take the Witch Doctor out. Nah, let's hang on to the mana. I can probably use it in a better case later. That would be a little excessive, I think, especially considering that the Witch Doctor really can't pen my defense unless he does that. It's alright. No worries. We're still in pretty good shape. I will take...
Where shall I strike?
Well, you know what? Given that he hasn't actually played anything, let's go with the charge. Normally I would take the taunt, but I'd rather just do the deeps at this point. Deeps. I said deeps in a turn-based card game. That's a little WoW influence seeping in there for sure. Nice kill. Alrighty. Let's see. 6. Let's get the taunt out, I guess.
The gates are open.
And then bring the 7 next turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so...
Behold the might of Stormwind! Ready for action!
Excellent.
Farewell.
We're off to a good start here. And we'll call that done.
The gates are open.
Let's see what he decides to do here. Alright. Well. This will be a loss, but at least I'll take out his taunter.
For the Alliance! To arms!
And I hate to waste the Witch Doctor here. I've got so much mana though. I feel like I should do something. There's really no benefit to playing that just yet. Let's see what happens this turn.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay, well I took some damage, so I feel better about playing this.
For the doctor.
And I guess we'll do that, because it's what we can do. And, yeah, let's... Mana up. I guess I should have played that last turn. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest.
For the wild.
Yeah. I'm not really getting to play good cards here just because of the draw, but hopefully this will at least keep him a little bit at bay. Combo. I'm gonna have to clear that no matter what.
Nature will rise against you.
Yeah. I gotcha. I got the memo, thanks. Let's go with that. And I guess I'm gonna have to do this now. Convert them down. And then the 4 that I have left. Sure, let's do this. And that's good enough for now. Smart to not leave me an easy option to weaken his taunt. Very smart. Alright, let's see what he's got. Excellent.
The gates are open. For the wilds.
And that's about all I can do.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Shields up!
Interesting why he didn't play that card in between these two, because then they both would have gotten taunt. Okay, 3/3. Okay, so what I need to do is nick. Well, let's get you out. So I'm gonna have to use the first hit to take the Divine Shield off.
For the wilds.
Then use the next one to break through,
Farewell.
so that he can get the critical on the actual hero. Alright. Hopefully this should allow me to finish this off.
What you want?
I can see.
It made me work for it. I would have liked to have gotten that last kill in there, but it would have been nice to get another creature killed that round. Nice, I got my 10 gold bonus for winning a third match. So that'll ensure that I am able to do an arena deck once I complete the daily. So it's pretty good, 13 out of 40 in the first match. So at that pace I should only have to do 2 more to complete that quest. Let's go ahead and run the Druid again since that went so well.
Malfurion versus Thrall.
This is usually a tough fight. I find that
I
the
must protect the
Druid
wild.
versus Shaman I usually have a little trouble with. So this should be a tough one to get. But this is pretty good initial draw. So I'm feeling pretty positive. Okay, I'm gonna try to hang back a little bit. Kind of see. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can shock him a little bit. Let's see if I can shock him a little bit.
It's time for a little
Job's
blood.
done.
Normally I wouldn't play the ring so early, but this deck has two free 2 mana cards in it, so I'm a little more likely to play. That was a really bad move because you just enraged my guy. You did freeze him though, so there's that. So let's go ahead and power up.
For the wild. Job's done.
At least do a little bit of damage there. Yeah, I'm not sure that enraging him is worth doing that. Taunting, huh? Alright, well. +2 attack. Okay, that'll be just enough to get through there. Awesome. So, all that means is...
I wonder.
let's play this.
For the wild.
Take you out. And that
Who you
lets
want me
me
kill?
at least get that hit in. And then, yeah.
Job's done.
Go ahead and armor up. And then we should be able to get the taunt out
Bingo!
next turn. And hopefully I'll draw the Witch Doctor, although it won't matter, because I'll still have to sacrifice this guy to get through his troll, assuming he doesn't just kill it.
I wonder.
Okay, so yeah, nothing here to play except you. Go ahead and get you out.
Who you want me kill?
Take him out before I lose him to a spell. And that puts me in a really good position because then I can start popping these guys out as charges, knowing that I still have the 6. Okay, yeah. Normally I would play these guys as taunts, but because he really doesn't have anything to attack me with, and I have the 6 queued up and ready to go, there's no reason not to play these as charges and get some damage on him.
Job's done.
Get behind me.
Okay, so now he's got the taunt up, but I can play this one as a charge, take out his taunter, and still get my taunter out. So that's what we're gonna do.
Where shall I strike? You shall not pass.
Job's done.
Handle it!
Interesting. Okay, so now some choices. Let's see. He's got nothing in particular that's too dangerous.
What to do?
kind of a tricky one. It's kind of a tricky one.
What to do?
Let's take a
That was a
chance.
The
mistake.
gates are open.
Job's done.
Let's take a chance and bring him out. See if he's got anything that he's gonna drop to nuke him.
What you want?
So that 5/5 I probably want to get rid of. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting mix. Okay. So let's see. Let's take out the 5/5. Let's get the Murloc out. Take out his taunt. And then let's attack
Farewell.
him.
Job's done.
The 7 and this 3 can come out when I hit at the same time when I hit 10, which is why I'm not too worried. And actually, if I could draw one of my free 2 mana cards, that would be really excellent. If that would come up right now. Yeah. All right. So. Hmm. 7 and I gotta wait one more round to play that. But what I can do is draw some cards. Handy. Very handy. Alright. So yeah, let's get our taunt out.
Tadingo!
Job's done.
Make him wear himself out a little bit. Okay, got some options here. Got some nice options. So the 7 and 3 is a pretty obvious choice. Just to get the maximum number of minions out.
Behold the might of
Job's
Stormwind!
done.
And hopefully I'll be able to get the taunt. I'll save the good taunt for next turn in case he plays something sneaky. Okay, so he's down to some pretty junky minions. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our taunt out.
The gates are open.
And let's go ahead and buff that taunt. And for lack of anything better to do, I will buff myself. And let's see what he does.
What you looking at?
I guess I should have attacked that. That was kind of a mistake, because now I have to waste an attack on that other one. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. could have got through his defenses this turn, if not for that error. So let's go ahead and
Someone call for the doctor.
repair you.
Farewell.
Let's see.
For the wild.
And I guess we'll give him the taunt. To make him a little more effective. And there's really nothing else to do. I don't want to stack up the bonuses on this one just in case he proves to be taken out with a single card or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do, which is use this heal on this minion. Because he's so valuable, he's worth keeping alive. And let's taunt out. Take out his taunt and start laying it down. And this should
For the wild.
just about do it. But yeah, that's all I got.
The frost wolves stand ready. Well played. My thanks to you.
Yeah, it's always classy when people do that and actually give you the chance to win.
Farewell.
Appreciate that. So let's see how we did on our minion kills. Nice. So yeah, one more round should do it. Let's keep the Druid train rolling, because I seem to be doing pretty well with that.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
So this is
Those shall be mine.
typically another
I
tough
must
fight.
protect the wild.
Yeah. So this should be interesting. Normally I would bring the taunt out, but since I drew
One
this,
shot, one kill.
Job's done.
might as well do that. See no reason to bring the taunt out immediately and lose him potentially to an initial spell. That this way I get damage on target, and this minion, if it goes down, not a big loss. But if I can keep her alive and buff her in some way, that's good too. Alright, so now that he's got minion-tastic stuff happening, yeah, I think I will bring the taunt out.
Ready for action.
I'll give it a shot.
Job's done.
Let's make him work for that a little bit. Actually, this is a really nice initial progression. This should keep me pretty shielded, unless he's got something really crazy under the hood. Oh, nice.
Job's done.
Yeah, this is a pretty good setup. Pretty decent. I would like to get something to draw some cards, because I'm a little worried about the rate at which I'm burning through cards. But I'm also in pretty good shape. Okay. Yeah, this would be a good time to take the Divine Shield off of that card. You know what though, it's not worth burning the mana to do that. I'd rather get the minion out. Yeah, there's nothing else I'm gonna do here. Just gotta hold back and see how this plays out. Let her use the Divine Shield to take out the one. Fortunate draw.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Not worth doing any of that. I'm getting whittled down a little bit here early on, but I think it'll probably be okay as long as I don't waste this. Play it when I really need it. Or this.
I wonder.
Like what would be really nice is if my 8/8 taunting tree came out next turn and I could play it off that mana card or something. Playing a lot of little guys. Interesting. Okay. 5. Let's see. 8 health. It's more than I actually need.
Where shall I strike?
Taunt. And that'll do. I'm waiting to see if he brings out anything fierce. Yeah, this could be bad with him having 3 minions out to my none and me having nothing to cast. If I don't draw a pretty decent minion here. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Let's just try to heal up, buff up, and see about getting his minions out of the game. And I think that's about all I can do, really.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
4/4 is suboptimal. Might be worth casting one of those spells to take that out. Depends on what I draw here. Oh man, rough. Okay, yeah, let's just try to mitigate some of this. There's my guy right there.
For the wild.
Take a little damage now to prevent more later. Thin him out. And I think that's about all I can do. Fortunately, I'll be able to get that taunter out next turn. But I'm going to take a little more damage before I can do that. I may
We must cleanse the sun well.
buff that guy's health a little bit. Ooh, that's 760 rough. Okay. Alright, I need to go for a big play here. Need to go for a big play here. A kind of grand gesture. Use that. And we're going to double down on his health.
Job's done.
Be curious to see what he does. Interesting, no attack. Very interesting. So let's see. 6.
I wonder.
Man, I would love to take that other one out, but I can't do that with that up. Well, actually, here, I'll do this. And 6, 4, 5, 6.
For the wild.
And
Time waits for no one.
go to
Ready for action.
that. I think that should put me in a pretty decent position. When I play this 6 taunt next turn, it's really gonna, I think, break his will. Wow, cleared the board. Interesting. Okay. Well, well.
For the wild.
And wish I had more, but that's all I can do. It's just a question of whether or not he has a spell.
For Najata.
Does he have a spell? Interesting choice. I would have thought he would have used that on me. Okay, let's see.
The gates are open. For the wilds.
See what he's got.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Yep, looks like he's done. Giving me everything he's got. He's trying to distract me. Two-5. All right.
It's time for a little blood.
Concession. Although I'm not quite sure why he conceded there, because there was no guarantee that I actually could have killed him. But oh well. Alright. 40 minions killed. 40 gold. Very nice. And set up for another 10 gold on my next victory, so that's especially awesome. Okay, so we're back to this age-old conundrum. I'm actually up to 170 gold, which means I can do an arena deck with still 30 to spare, assuming that that's a failure, which, given my luck with arena decks so far, is a pretty good assumption. Not sure if I actually want to do that tonight, though. I think maybe I'll build the deck tonight and play it tomorrow before I do the daily. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll just hang on to that gold for now and try to build up a bit more of a reserve. I'm feeling pretty good about the way that things went tonight, and I'm kind of hoping that whatever daily I end up getting tomorrow will kind of force me to play a different deck. Like one thing I think I'm going to do is if I do get like one of those dailies where it's like win with warrior or rogue, or win with mage or hunter or something like that, I may use the class that I don't typically use and just start working on building out some of these other custom decks, because for how much I've been playing this game, especially recently, it's starting to feel a little weird that I don't have all of these custom deck slots filled in. And I know that's just because in doing the dailies up until now, I've always been able to get the dailies done with these 4, but I feel like it's kind of limiting my proficiency with the game a little bit at this point, because as down as I have the Druid and the Mage, and to a lesser extent the warrior, and to an even lesser extent the paladin. I really don't have that much experience at all with the other classes, aside from like a few rounds with the default decks to get them basically leveled. Like I think I've gotten most decks up to at least level 10. Let's see. Where's practice? So wait, here are my custom decks. Yeah, so... Okay, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, 18 on the warrior, 10 on the shaman, only 2... Is that the hunter? No. Okay, that's the rogue. Yeah, that makes sense because I think I've only ever played the rogue once. Then 18 on the druid. I've yet to play the hunter at all, which is why I didn't realize who that was. Then 9 on the pally, 4 on the lock. Obviously 24 mage being my main, and priest, I guess this is. Yeah, I haven't played priest at all either. Like, I've played against all of these classes, but as you can see, there's a couple that I literally haven't even touched, as far as like building decks and playing with them. So I feel like that's something I need to start doing. I need to start rounding myself out a little bit more, if I'm ever going to be anything close to competitive at this. But I feel like that's a good round for today. That was I think I lost today. Yeah, I think that was like what, three wins in a row with the Druid, so that's pretty good. And then I guess we'll just see what comes up for the daily tomorrow, and maybe that'll be the impetus to build a new deck, or if the daily doesn't look interesting, maybe I'll build the arena deck tomorrow, and that'll be the cast for that. But I think that's going to do it for me for now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. If not live, then on the VODs or the highlights that I'm posting to YouTube and such. But yeah, good times. Until next time, Hearthstone.